Hey, what up? It's your boy Saint, and this is another video on the Chill Zone channel where we come to chill, and it's all about VR, music, and anything else that makes you chill. So, listen up. I wanted to speak a little bit on the Quest 3. I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so, right? I told you guys, let the others buy the headset. Keep your Quest 2. There's nothing you're missing out on the Quest 2 right now. Alright? Like there's nothing big and exclusive that kind of makes you feel like, I need a VR headset. I need that Quest 3. Yeah? So if you do have a Quest 2, you have most of the things that the Quest 3 has, alright? Apart from the pass-through being, color and also the depth sensor. So, and most of the technology inside, like the 8 gigs RAM plus the Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2. Apart from that, alright, but all the games that are being played on the Quest 3 right now, you can play it on the Quest 2. I'm not talking about the mixed reality games, right? But those are like tech demo games anyway, so you're not missing out much anyway. It's not something that kind of forces you or drives you to buy the Quest 3. So now that that's been said, I told you guys, take a chill pill, relax a little bit, and hold off buying the Quest 3. Allow the first adapters to buy it, the content creators to buy it, all of these ones who want to get their hands on it first, on the 10th of October when it dropped. Allow them to buy it, because there will be issues. Alright, there will be issues. It has to. I mean, they're like beta testers. Alright, there have to be issues, and allow them to rectify those issues better. Allow them to upgrade the software and all of that stuff. Right? So what are some of the issues that I see with the Quest 3 right now? I'm not gonna do any of these cuts and show you the Quest 3 and then cuts and show you a video and stuff like that. I just want to come through and just drop some facts on this video and make it as quick as I can, because I got a client on the way. So I'll make it as quick as I can, drop some facts on this video, and if I can't get to like 5 minutes of just facts, I'll be happy, right? So what do I think that are some issues right now with the Quest 3? What I think is some issues is, number one, I will say that the Quest 3 is focused more on mixed reality right now, and most of the games that are coming out for like just VR are just basically changing up some graphics. They're not giving us some Quest 3 exclusives at the moment. I did say that next year by April we have some exclusive, but right now there are no exclusives for Quest 3, right? There are some upgraded, like Red Matter 2, they're upgrading the graphics. Saints and Sinners upgrading the graphics, making us see more detail into the radius, more detail, stuff like that. Yes, we see that, right? And it's beautiful. I mean, if you just grabbing a new Quest 3 headset and you playing those games for the first time, beautiful, all right, absolutely amazing. But if you already had a Quest 2, you played those games from the start to the beginning, I mean to the end, finish those campaigns, are you really gonna buy a Quest 3 and play the same game from start to end again just because they switched up some textures and stuff? Come on now. Well, if you wanted to play the game again because you were dying to play the game again, not because they just switched up some stuff on it, right? So I would say no. I wouldn't want to go play the same game over again. No way. Just because the glass looks more like a glass now. No. Give us some new stuff. Give us some new content, right? So that's number one. They're not developing exclusives for the Quest 3 right now, and they should have done that on the drop, right? 10th October, they should have dropped the headset with an exclusive. Yeah, straight up. Asgard's Wrath, you're gonna be able to play it on the Quest 3 and the Quest 2. Alright? Assassin's Creed Nexus on the Quest 2 and plus the Quest 3. So there's no exclusive right there. If they said Assassin's Creed Nexus only Quest 3, then we would have been like, hey, I'm gonna have my Quest 2 for now, and as soon as that drops, I will have to buy that, because who doesn't want to experience Assassin's Creed on like open world, running around, jumping, a stealth mode, coming from behind, grabbing people, and I'm all about that. If anything, that's the one game that I'm super excited about, like super excited about. Hopefully, they're gonna make it amazing. I watched a video on it, and they were speaking about the motion sickness, how they try to make that as less as possible. Gosh, that game is amazing. It's gonna be beautiful. All right, it's beautiful on flat, so I'm just wondering how amazing it is being first person in that game. It's gonna be amazing, especially because they put in all these different techniques to help out with motion sickness. It's gonna be just amazing to run around, jump from roof to roof. Whoa, it's gonna be beautiful. So Assassin's Creed Nexus is gonna be amazing. Give us an exclusive, all right? So number one, developers need to start creating games for the Quest 2 and Quest 3, but like give us some big, beautiful, all in, using that Snapdragon, using that RAM, using everything that the Quest mixed reality slash VR straight up. Give us some heavy duty exclusives. PC VR should be almost PC VR type of exclusives. Yeah, give us that, and we will be happy and excited for the Quest 3. So going into number two, too much focus on MR. Now there's a problem with focusing too much on MR. If you focus too much on mixed reality, you're starting off at baby mode. My previous video, I was speaking about it. Baby mode. Right now, it's at baby stages. So baby stages, they're still trying to figure it out. It's still tech demo-ish. They're still trying to, they're still beta, getting all this data in to create. That's tech demo quality that is still at baby stages. I thought my client came. So it's still at baby stages. Now, when it's still at baby stages, it's like going back to VR days when it first started off. They're gonna focus so much on that, and we're gonna miss out some real VR experiences. Yeah, that's the problem. The problem is most of maybe Meta and all of the coming through now is gonna be the Vision Pro and stuff, and they're gonna be so much of this focus on that MR that's gonna kind of drift away from real VR full immersion games. Yeah, full immersion experiences, and that's a problem because we want to still step up in VR. VR is not at the place that it needs to be. Yeah, there are some good games, there are some beautiful experiences, but there's still so much room for it to grow. Yeah, I want to be in a VR headset and watching an experience take place. I want to be in a VR headset watching a movie, and I'm sitting in the movie, not in a cinema, big screen watching. I want to be in that movie. Yeah, I want to see, things happen, fly past my head right here. I want to be able to interact. I want like full immersion VR, and maybe not only for that experience, but I'm talking about all experiences. Now it's focused so much on MR and taking it from baby stages to, like preschool, primary school, and then from there to high school and college and stuff. That's so crazy, because if the focus is on that, we're losing the potential in VR. All right, so they need to start working on what's up with that. Like they need to start working on VR more and like bring up that MR a little bit here and there. And I don't even get it with the whole MR experience sometimes. I'm excited about it, yeah, but I don't get it when we start off in an MR mode and we're shooting around and we're shooting the walls and then the walls disappear and we're shooting we shoot and the whole room is gone, and guess what, we're in VR. Blows my mind. Like we were in MR for a couple of minutes and now we're in VR. Like if that's the case, then it is so tech demo-ish. Like if I can't hold on to most of so tech demo-ish. And then we got VR, in MR where you know it's just a wall and things are flying out the wall. No, I want good MR experiences. If you're gonna give us a good MR experience, give us something good, right? Give us something good. Like, for example, something good, guys. I mean, I blow my mind every time I start saying, for example, this or example that, and you know, it's not at those places yet. Yeah, it's not at those places yet. As I said in my previous videos, I wish I could just sit on my sofa and watch a beautiful screen and see my entire room while I'm watching that. And these movies have to be made with VR enabled. Yeah, like not 3D but VR. So when we're watching that, instead of just the small 3D effects that happen, they should be able to come out the screen and jump on the floor or jump on your table, and that's easy. That is easy. Once you map out your room, these movies should be able to incorporate that from Walt Disney or any of Pixar. Any of these movie companies should be able to do that. Even if you're watching a horror and maybe you're watching like Scream, for example, and he's probably running with a knife or she's running with a knife, it could be any gender, running with a knife, and probably they throw the knife, it should come through the screen and hit the wall and remain on the wall. Yeah, something like that. And maybe you can interact with it. That's beautiful, MR. You grab the knife off the wall and you know you pull it with your hand tracking or something like that, because you don't want to have controllers in your hand while watching a movie, but hand tracking, and you got the knife in your hand and you're able to see the detail or see the blood dripping from the knife onto the floor or something like that. Yeah, and maybe the knife just fades away or disappears or something like that, or it's pops up in your headset, throw knife into screen, and then you throw the knife and it falls on the floor in the movie, and you know the person grabs the knife again, the screen grabs the knife again or something like that. If not, if you don't throw the knife, it just fades in your hand and it comes out maybe on the wall in the movie, on the wall, and the guy pulls the knife back out the wall and it carries on running after the person, the victim or something. Give us something like that, Poemar. Give us experiences, not something that we gotta force someone to play a game. Yeah, like, oh, first encounters. Hey ma, grab the headset, da da da. Now she has to shoot around and use the joysticks and no, not everybody wants to do that. Give us something that I can say, hey, put this headset on, play, done. And they just stand there and they're like, oh, things are doing that, you know, and wow, and give us something like that. Or the walls are melting away and you see things flying through the roof, and you know come on. That's why I don't like saying for example, because I go into it and it's like, is that even possible? Yes, it is possible, and they should be giving us that, right? So number 3 will be battery life. I told you guys there gonna be some crazy things going on, right? So you might have bought a Bobo, which is awesome, right, for the comfort wise. Oh, let's just talk about that strap. Let's go 3, the strap. The strap is, I don't know if I can say that. I'm gonna edit that out. Alright, the strap is not good, alright, because from the videos I've been watching, people have been complaining about the comfort of the strap. I already said that. Wait a minute. Like, take a while before buying the headset. Meta should have tested that strap and known that that strap is sore and stuff. But I think maybe they didn't know. That's why they're selling the Elite strap. So they're like, you can use that for a couple of minutes and you feel the pain and whatnot, or just buy the Elite strap and you'll be way better off. That's how they make money, right? That's how they make money with the accessories, like the charging dock, all of that. They're making money off it, right? And then the strap, some people were even complaining that it's breaking. That's normal. That's meta. Please guys, wait a bit, take a chill. These are just the small things that's coming up now. There's gonna be more stuff that pops up that they're gonna upgrade, that they're gonna change, so relax a little bit. All right, so the strap, painful. All right, number 4, battery life sucks. I'm able to say that. Yeah, battery life sucks. People are struggling to get 1 hour and a half. People are struggling to get that 2 hours that was said. I mean, people are struggling even on Bobo battery packs. They're finding that their headsets are dying before the battery on the strap is even dying. So I don't even know about that. Like, battery packs, power banks, the headset dies and the power bank still has like battery life in it. It's just insane. But I think the voltage or the watts in the power banks and stuff like that are not charging the headset. Don't know how it works. Alright, but you're able to charge the headset and then use it again, and when it dies off you're able to charge it again and stuff. But if you've got a power bank to it or something, it doesn't maintain the battery life, it just dies off, and then the power bank still has battery life. And I'm sure when it does die off, it's the power bank charges it because everything's off and that power can charge the headset. But whilst the headset's on and everything is working, I don't think the power bank can charge it. But I'm sure we're gonna have some things come up that's gonna help with that battery life and get that battery life to maybe 3 hours or 2.5 hours. I mean 2 hours. Man, I'll be happy for a good 2.5 hours with a power bank or a couple of battery packs. 4 hours, 5 hours, happy me, right? But those things will happen in the future. So if you did wait and you did chill a bit, stayed with your Quest 2 and just tested the waters, checked how it is, if it's warm, if it's cold, and you're still on the fences, just wait a little bit more. All right, because by, I would say, January, February, we're gonna have a lot of these issues sorted out, and we probably even have a cheaper headset, like maybe from $500 or $650, it'll drop down to $600, save $50, or even maybe a couple of bundles. You buy it and get a couple of games. They did that with Asgard Wrath. If you get the 512, or if you get the 128, you get free Asgard Wrath if you get it before the 12. I mean, it is what it is, But I would say, hold off. I've been telling you guys, hold off a little bit, all right? And it will help you in the end. There's no exclusives yet, and there's nothing that you can experience on the Quest 3 apart from the tech demo MR that you can't experience on the Quest 2 that you already have. And if you don't have a Quest 2 or Quest 3, like I don't, wait a little bit, right? But you're gonna be waiting with me. Wait a little bit. January, February, March. I mean February at least. Buy yourself a Valentine's gift, a beautiful red Quest 3. Well, it don't come in red, but yeah, you know what I mean. Wait a little bit, okay, for the Quest 3, and you'll see it'll pay off. There'll be better accessories that go with it to help with the battery life. There'll be better accessories to go with it to help with the comfort of the straps and all of that stuff. There'll be, it's gonna be amazing. They're gonna be exclusives to go with it, so you can get the full experience of that XR2 chip Gen 2, and also that RAM, and you know, and I'm sure there's no exclusives right now for the Quest 3 because of that battery life. Because if they had an exclusive for the Quest 3 today, that battery life would die within 30 minutes, because it's gonna be pushing that Quest 3 to its fullest capacity. So we're talking about that XR Gen 2, it's gonna be like heating up full throttle, that RAM full throttle, that maybe that mixed reality full throttle, that fan, that battery, everything's just gonna be powered up. All those graphics, everything's just gonna be, I mean, that will die. And I guess that's why there's no exclusives yet, before people get themselves an elite strap with that battery in the back, or accessories or third-party accessories that will help that battery life. And once that battery life goes up to like that 2 hour, 2.5 hour, I'm sure that's when most people will have their headsets, and that's when the exclusives are gonna start rolling out. But yeah, guys, that's about it. That's about 4 things that I think will improve, but that are probably problems right now with the Quest 3. And I said it once and I'll say it again: hold off buying it for now. Buy it in the Feb, next year. Relax, have some patience. It'll work out. Let me see if I missed anything. My phone's off, so yeah, that's about it. That's about it. I want them to focus more on VR, and push the developers to bring us more powerful VR experiences, whether it's gaming or whether it's just experiences in general for VR, and for people that are new to VR to be blown away, right, in VR. And then put a little bit of the effort, whether it's like 30% or 40% of that effort in MR, or AR or something like that. They just put a little bit of that effort where it can grow. But firstly, we have a community right now with VR. I mean, the only reason why we're buying a new Quest 3 is because of the graphics and the performance and everything for VR. Yeah, most of us are in it for VR. Now you're dropping MR. Of course, it's new, like the way the iPhone was dropped, and then everyone started to migrate to it and stuff like that. And the same thing will happen to MR, but right now it's in baby stages. Focus more on this, and then give a little bit of that focus to that, and develop that. Whether it takes a year or 2 years to develop that, it'll be awesome, right? And then you'll get to where it's reasonable, where it's nice. I mean, right now the depth sensor, there's still distortion and stuff like that. There's still upgrades for that. So I mean, updates for that. They're still gonna have that. So let's focus on that, and focus on what you made the headset for, in the performance wise, and all of the graphics and everything. You've given it that power, that beast of a headset. Give us exclusives for that headset, made for that specific headset. Yeah, and we can take it from there. Thank you guys for being here. It's your boy Saint. I love VR. I love the excitement moving forward. I love the future of MR and AR and VR and XR. All of it. I love it. And AI. Everything. It's gonna be amazing in the future. Yeah, for now, we all the first adapters. Now we all the beta testers. For those who get introduced to like VR and XR and all of that stuff, 5 years from now, they're gonna be blown away, right? But we were here. There were some before me, like tons of you guys before me. I mean, anyone with a VR headset right now is before me. Like, they experienced it. Yeah, so For me, I'm gonna be blown away when I get that first Quest 3. Blown away. But for those who come in and there's a Quest Elite or a Quest Elite Pro or a Quest 6, they're gonna be blown away because we did the job, the developers did the job, all of us did the testing and put that data into Meta's hands in order to make a more beautiful headset. So for now, let's be happy VR. Thank you guys for being here. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, hit that bell icon, hit that like, drop a comment, tell me what you think about these topics that we spoke about. Do you think that the focus should be on MR or keeping it on VR? And are you excited for exclusives for the VR Quest 3 or even a Quest 4 moving forward? Are you excited for that future? Alright, thank you so much for being here. It's your boy Saint.